In these devotionals, we're looking at the Beatitudes that Jesus gave when he preached the Sermon on the Mount. We're looking at a passage in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 7 says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. This passage is actually speaking more than just about mercy, although that's very important. This passage is showing us a principle that is found in both Old and New Testament, and it's the principle or the law of reciprocity, otherwise known as sowing and reaping. This law is seen, as I said, in numerous ways in the Old Testament as well as in the New Testament. But there is perhaps no better explanation or definition of it than what Paul gave to the churches in Galatia in chapter 6, beginning in verse 7, when he said this, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man sows, that will he also reap. For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption. But he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap life everlasting. Let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all, especially to those who are of the household of faith." The law of reciprocity, or sowing and reaping, says that whatever you give, whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you express, you are going to reap off of it, because that is a seed planted, and that seed is going to produce. So when he says in the Sermon on the Mount, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy," first, he is not saying that you are right with God because of your works. He is not saying that you will be saved because of good works. He is saying that what you sow, you will reap. Blessed, happy, to be envied are those who express mercy, for they themselves shall be shown mercy. Now, a passage from the Old Testament that illustrates it as well is King David in a psalm in Psalm 41. He said, "Blessed is he who considers the poor, the helpless or powerless. The Lord will deliver him in time of trouble. The Lord will preserve him and keep him alive. He will be blessed on the earth. You will not deliver him to the will of his enemies. The Lord will strengthen him on his bed of illness. You will sustain or restore him on his sick bed." Again, we're not talking about we are acceptable to God because of our goodness. We're talking about what we sow, we reap. Blessed are those who show mercy to others, for they shall be shown mercy. Friend, everything you and I do, everything we say, every attitude we have, every action is a seed sown that brings forth a harvest. So what shall I do then? I've done a lot of unmerciful things. The thing to do is first go to God and confess, "Lord, I have done a lot of unmerciful things. Forgive me." If we confess our sin, He's faithful and just to forgive us and cleanse us of all unrighteousness. And then from this day forward, begin to declare, make it a part of your life that you are going to express mercy. You are going to sow good seed, good actions, good attitudes, good words, all of those things. Sow the right. And as you sow the good and merciful thing, then the fruit of that, the mercy of God will begin to increase as more of those good seed that you've sown begins to bring forth a harvest. You have thrown it out there. You've thrown out good seed, acts of mercy, kindness, love, and now you're going to reap them. It's going to come in, as it were, on every wave. It's going to come in, start coming in, keep coming in, and more mercy, and more mercy, until the day that you're walking in continuous mercy, as now you are showing continuous mercy to other people. Let's be merciful. May God bless you, is my prayer for you today.